Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's Sports Traveler webinar, How to Sell the Super Bowl. I'll be your host today, Jake Galaruzo, and I'm the Sales and Marketing Assistant here at Sports Traveler. To start right off, let's talk about what is the Super Bowl. Now, I know this is an event that a lot of you are very familiar with. For a few of you, maybe you need a little bit of a refresher on it, or you just need a little bit of detail. Don't worry, we're here to help. The Super Bowl is a competition between the top two NFL football teams, and it's going to be held on the first Sunday of February. That's annually held on that date. This year, in 2017, that date will be February 5th, that Sunday. The location of the game is actually something that changes annually, so it's not hosted specifically by a certain team. It's hosted at a neutral site stadium. And it's considered one of the biggest games in all of pro sports, so it's a very popular event, very expensive event. A lot of people always want to travel for it, whether they're just either a fan of a specific team or they just want to be there at the Super Bowl. And one very important thing to note is packages and tailgate party for our Super Bowl program are all commissionable to travel agents as well. It is a 10% commission, so that's definitely something to take note of, especially when you're taking bookings from your clients. So to begin, when is the window to sell Super Bowl? Teams are going to be decided who compete in this game around 2 weeks prior to the event. That's going to be during the AFC NFC championship games that are held on January 22nd. So one thing to keep in mind is that you'll probably get an email or a phone call potentially on that day from someone that wants to book their Super Bowl package right away. So, one thing we recommend is to be ready to take any phone calls or answer any emails on the date and then that Monday following the 23rd, because those are going to be the optimal times where people are going to want to go ahead, make their booking right now and get everything squared away. The other thing is with the really brief selling window, you want to make sure that you're also ready to book airfare for your client, since it's only about 2 weeks prior to the Super Bowl that we find out who's competing in it. Flights are going to be very difficult to come by, so definitely be ready for that. Now, a few of the future Super Bowl dates and locations, the one to definitely take note of is the upcoming Super Bowl, this 2017 in February, and that's going to be at NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. So that'll be the next upcoming one that we'll be really focusing on here. And then a few of the future ones, you have 2018 at the brand new US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, 2019 at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, 2020 in Miami, and 2021 at the soon-to-be-built location in Inglewood, California. So like I said, focus really on the one in Houston for this year. That'll be the one that you'll be selling. Package inclusions. So what's typically included in a Super Bowl package? There's going to be lodging in the host city. In this case, there'll be lodging throughout the Houston area. You will have guaranteed tickets to the game, which is really important. This is going to guarantee that, they are going to have admission to the game. Tickets are definitely included in the package. There's game day transportation from and to the stadium. So on game day, they just board a motor coach. We'll go right there. And then at the end of the game, we'll be getting back on board the motor coach and heading home. Admission to our VIP pregame tailgate party, which we'll get in a little bit more detail in just a moment, but it's a really neat VIP party. It's going to actually be hosted by former Cowboy and analyst Daryl Moose Johnston. So it's a really neat event. We're going to have some NFL celebrities there. So it's definitely something that everyone wants to take part in, and it is something included in every travel package. As well, we do have staff on site for assistance. So in case your client needs anything during their stay, we're more than happy to help out. So what is the tailgate party? It's Texas Tailgate 51. It'll be our own unique party that we're hosting for the Super Bowl. And as I said a little bit earlier, it's going to be hosted by former Cowboys player Daryl Moose Johnston. He'll be the host for the event. We'll also have additional NFL celebrity appearances. There is live entertainment during the event. And most importantly, we do have gourmet food and a premium open bar available as well. So, a couple hours prior to the game, we'll be here. We'll have a nice time. It's indoors, which is really nice. So you don't have to worry about the weather at all. It'll be a nice indoor ballroom it's hosted out of, and it's actually located just steps from NRG Stadium. So you have the convenience of having a nice party, a nice meal right to or up until the game. And this is something that if you want to have this purchased, let's say you have a client that, they already have their travel arranged, but they need something to do prior to the game, or they're looking for a VIP experience. This is a really good thing you can offer. It's individually, if you want to buy this a la carte, it is at $450 per person, and that is a 10% commissionable rate. So if this is something you want to offer to your clients or sell individually, we're more than happy to do that for you. So keep in mind, if they can't do the full travel package, they could definitely do the Texas Tailgate 51 alone. And here are a few selling tips you could take away from today's webinar and a few bits of information. One of the most important things we could point out this entire webinar is to be ready to take bookings after the AFC NFC Championships, which is going to be on January 22nd. The reason being is that most people, they book within usually maybe 48 to 72 hours after these games. So it's a really tight selling window. You want to be there and you want to be ready, because if you're not there to answer your phone, or if you're not there to take bookings, the client will most likely move on and do their own travel arrangements on their own. So you want to be there to get the booking for them, to help them out, and make sure you have a really good opportunity to earn some great commission. As well, we do invite you to visit our website, sportstraveler.net. That contains all of our information that we have listed for our different travel packages. So if you want the most up-to-date rates and information, we highly recommend you visit our Super Bowl page on sportstraveler.net. Another thing, just research teams that are popular in your area. It's a really good way to identify if you're in a market that's going to appeal to the Super Bowl. Whether you're in the Houston area and you have people interested in going to the stadium, then you could offer the Texas Tailgate 51 party. If you live in Pittsburgh or in the greater Ohio area, the great thing about that is that the Steelers might be one of the teams to compete this year. So, take inventory of what fans are in your area, what they might be interested in, and that's a good way to find out whether or not you might be pretty busy the next couple of days with people interested in doing Super Bowl travel. And like I said, most importantly, just urge everyone to book quickly. Space is really limited on this event. And when you think about it, there's only so many seats available in the stadium. So if they don't book it right away, or if they don't get that ticket right away, it's going to be gone because someone else will get it. And it's a popular event throughout the world, so you have a lot of clients interested in it as well. So be sure to book quickly. So that was all the details we have. To go into the Q&A, let's just see if we have any questions that have come up. And one of them that we have, actually this is a really good question, and it's just regarding the Texas Tailgate 51. And what somebody want to know is this going to be a family-friendly event or party that you can take someone on? Yes, it's family-friendly, so you can bring children along with you. It's something that we've had families go to before. It's a nice event. They have gourmet food. They have unlimited beverages, whether it's just soft drinks as well, which someone could take part in. It's a neat event, but definitely family friendly. So, don't hesitate to have someone book it, especially, if they're having children come with, they're more than welcome to go with on this. And then, let's see here. Oh, and then is there a minimum stay required for packages? That's actually a really good question, especially concerning this event. Most hotels, the norm for a city that's hosting a Super Bowl is going to be about a 3 to 4 night minimum stay. So that is one thing to keep in mind with any clients looking to travel. Most likely they're going to have to do a 3 or 4 night stay. It's just a minimum that's set. It's something that is required. Most hotels are going to do that in the area. But that's one thing that, you can tell the client right away is, you're going to need about 3 to 4 days or 3 to 4 nights for travel arrangements. So that's a good question. And then, and one other question is, in terms of tailgate parties, can my clients or can anyone tailgate in the parking lot of the stadium? Unfortunately for this event, due to NFL rules, traditional tailgating is actually not allowed. It's a security procedure that's actually done for the Super Bowl itself. So if anyone has a parking pass for the game, they actually will not be allowed to do any type of tailgating right outside their car. You can't set up a grill or anything. So, that's one of the benefits of our travel packages, is that you do get admittance to the Texas Tailgate 51, which is held indoors. So they can have their party inside. It's a nice VIP atmosphere. We'll have a really nice time with it, especially since traditional tailgating won't be allowed. And that looks like that's all the questions we have right now. In case you didn't find or you can't think of your question right now, do not worry. We'll be here to help. You can always contact us. Our information is right here for you, whether you want to give us a phone call. You can shoot us an email as well, or just visit our website. We have all the information right there for you. So, main takeaway is just be ready for this coming weekend on January 22nd to take bookings the next couple of days after that. And if you have any questions or any clients interested, we're definitely here to help out. Thank you so much for joining us on today's webinar, and I hope you have a nice day. Goodbye.